Hello. Rightly said that if you find education is expensive, try ignorance. What is the cost of ignorance? You don't know, because you're adding new words, so you don't know what does it cost. Ignorance costs to woe, suffering, problems and many more things. So when you are adding up new words and when you are writing up in your series, please don't forget that this is really going to be an enhancement, a step forward towards your learning skills. Yes, so many routes being done and we are still loaded with so many routes more. 15 minutes, just 15 minutes and the change. What more? Having your lunch or dinner, put your earphones, watching the video, could do it. Not much cost. And learning more and more, and as soon as the student sees the word, the thing that crops in his mind, ma'am said amble means walk, ma'am said pre means more, pre means before, pyre is fire and post is after, and Greg is group, or this is that, or that is that. This is what is the actual target or the motive of our this vocabulary series, so that the students do remember. And the word rings a bell. Yes, rings a bell in your mind. It will surely ring because you are trying to grasp the meaning of the word. Let's begin with the next root today. Directly, we have many examples for the root. So, we will take a lot many things or many more words in this. After the two videos, I am going to focus again on the reading section, but let me complete the most important roots, and especially I have taken up for the AILET. As students had asked, and I had also focused that when we are doing vowels, A, E, I, O, U, these vowels, it is very important these vowels helping hand is being given by them and they understand, you understand how to grasp it, right. So, beginning with the root alia. आलिया means the items belonging to a particular group or activity. कोई भी चीज़ जो interconnect हो उससे, that is आलिया. Anything connected with it, how? Because there is some activity with it belonging to a particular group, belonging to a particular section. Let's take another word, that is alalia. If I would say lalia is inability to speak, pronounce common words or language. So, in fact, this is a defect in speech. The students who had attended my verbal analogy classes had also added on various defects in speech. The word rant, babble, fumble. Now, I make the students remember the words forever. Lisp, stammer, slutter. These are all defects in speech and the same follows here. So, this is another defect in speech. It is something when you are not able to speak properly, your pronunciation is faulty, you pronounce in a wrong way, that is alalia, right. Moving on to the word, next word, please break it into syllables. Anexiphalia. Anexiphalia is absence of some part or all of the brain in a living being. जब absent होता है कोई particular part या brain का कोई part एक living being में, that is anencephalia. That means your brain is a bit retarded. Naturally, this will lead to retarded state. This would be not working properly. This would be something which will be, your brain is not in the right perspective. So, that would be the word we would have in this, right. You could easily remember this word. This will not create a problem for you at any cost, right. Beginning with the next word, that is Aralia. See, the word Aralia is a genus of the house plants cultivated for medicinal purpose. Their purpose is medicinal purpose. So, that is Aralia. It is a genus of house plants, right. Okay. Turning to our next word, you have written the defects in speech, I hope. Yeah. Okay. The words are not very common ones. Yes, I do agree. We've not heard many of them, but the words are something which would add to your knowledge. The next word is Bacchanalia. Bacchanalia is a drinking feast, a drunken feast in the honor of bakers. You know who is bakers? Very commonly used, I would add. There was a Bacchanalian party at the NLUs. The NLUs are famous for the weekend Bacchanalian parties. What is bakers is actually god of wine. You will say, what have we to do with wine? You have to nothing do with wine according to the Roman mythology. story which has been handed down. He's god of wine. What have you to do? You have to do nothing with wine. You have to do nothing with wine, right? You have to just remember that Bacchus means god of wine. This would, any word which come with Bacchus would be all things related to alcohol or wine, right? So, feast, party, celebration, any activity which is related with alcohol or drink is Bacchanalian. And I said I make up a sentence, Bacchanalia, that is were are very common in NLUs and they are famous for it. Carpalia from the word carp, the root carp means wrist. So, this is the collections of bones in the wrist and that is Carpalia. Dentalia from the word dent, that is teeth, right? That is, echo is sound. So, the words are so rhyming words, right? They are such rhyming words. Carpalia is something which is a collection of bones in the wrist. Dentalia is any tooth shell belonging to the group called dentalium. We are not doing science, don't worry dearies, it is just the word and the root which would help you to understand the things. The word echolalia is uncontrolled repetition of the words, you echo the words again and again, that is echolalia. Genitalia is the external organs for reproduction, which is different in the males and the females, the testes, the ovaries. So, that is the genitalia, right. So, alia, sounding everyone, that is the other name, the activity that is linked with it. You have noted down Bacchus, god of wine. According to Roman mythology, carp is wrist, dent is teeth and echo, that is sound, right. We move further and add on more words to our knowledge. Novalia is lands which are newly nov root. We want to discuss this root also. New. Orient is Orientalism and Orient. This is related to East Asian. Okay, Novalia is nov. You heard of nomenclature, novum orgum, or he has become a novia rich. Now, get me the meaning of this word. Now, you don't know the meaning of this word. Fine, this is a foreign word. But what would the meaning of the word nov? New. So, it is newly become rich, not by birth, but you've acquired, you've got rich. That is Novalia. Lands newly reclaimed for improvement or agriculture. Orientalia are all those books and manuscripts and other documents which are related to Orient, that is ancient culture and history. Paralalia is a disorder in which words are rapidly, you continuously repeat those words, it becomes a disorder naturally. So, the words and the roots and the word alia, which is an activity, has to be kept in mind. It is any items which are belonging to a particular group or activity. Words are not very common, you do not have to mug up, so just remember alia, nothing much. The last words in the series, paranalia is personal activity reserved by law for married women, also equipment necessary for particular form of activity, कोई भी activity को parallel करने के लिए. Regalia is a bone or cartilage in fish fin, and regalia, reg root comes out from this. Whatever you understand from this, it's like a root which is in fact related just with activity. So, reg is king, regal, regicide. Now, what is regicide? I just missed the word regicide. So, reg is king, cid word, cid means kill. So, this is killing of the king and the word comes out regicide. If you understand the word, not anything else, focus on the word of this. ठीक है, simple सा root था लिया, बस एक particular activity से याद रखना है. Moving on to our next root, auto, right? Auto means self. He is an autocrat, very common word, autobiography, autograph, automobile or automatic. We are all looking forward, everything has become automatic in this changing scenario of this world, right? Beginning with the word autograph. simple word. Auto is self, right, and graph is right. So, autograph is signature written by a person for herself, that was autograph. Auto bio is life. Mobile, mobby is movement, right. The same follows mobby or motory is movement, right. So, autograph was, people look for the autograph of the celebrities. Autobiography and biography. Many people have written their biographies and many people's autobiographies have been written. Automobile is the car that moves on its own. Nowadays, we find various automobiles on the road. Automotive is the same, that car that moves by itself. See, हमारा purpose यहाँ पे self को focus करना है, nothing much. So, it is just how you understand the word and you grasp the meaning out of it, right. It is very, very simple you to grasp the meaning, self, right. Taking up the next word in this, auto, again the same, self. Automation, automaton or autonomous or autopilot. Focus on the word, sorry, focus on the word self. We have an autonomous body. This university is an autonomous, means it does not works on its own. So, when you say this is an autonomous being, it means it exists on its own, does not depend on anything else, that would be autonomous. And the words which we have, whether it is auto, automatic, automation or autopilot, would mean the same, right. And focusing on the next in this, the words 2, 3 more, which will be very simple, right. You are all ready to learn that word too? Okay. Any sentence you are making for this? Automation, many things work on automation. This is university is an autonomous being, right. He is an autopilot, a setting on a plane where the plane flies itself, means your setting is done, the plane flies on its own. Matlab, you do not have to set the gears and things, everything is done, everything is set on that. Automatic, very, very common word, something which is related to be working on itself. You do not have to do anything. Why in this world everything is changing and everything is becoming automatic? Why it is becoming is the reason that man is becoming lethargic too, more dependent and more crippled on machines. Autofocus is focusing on something, a camera functioning where it focuses itself, means you do not have to focus, you do not have to put up the peep on it, you can itself, you can yourself see and take the picture, click the picture. I want to really discuss with you the word autocracy. Autocracy is a government in which individual cells ruled with no central authority. Autocracy is just like tyranny or dictatorship, right, where there is no election, it is prominent quality. You are given a very authoritative in tone, authority. I just missed, so I do add here. I was wondering what is wrong in my spelling. Authority with one self king. There have been many autocrats. Stalin in Russia and Adolf Hitler in Germany was an autocrat, and there was autocracy, right. Simple words, lot of knowledge, analogies, sentence completion, reading comprehension and passages follow with this, right. Okay. So, do add up to your knowledge and do keep writing to us. Do like and subscribe our channel. Don't forget to comment and like the video. Thank you.